Okay, so welcome to my live stream. So today I'm doing a series called The Six Shocking Truths, there may be more of them, to help you lose weight naturally. And today's live stream, we are going to be talking about the shocking truth number two: don't exercise. Okay, okay. Shocking truth number two: exercise doesn't help weight loss. So what? So we've all been told, like, if you want to lose weight, you got to eat less and move more, right? And here's the thing. So I'm going to share, actually, what I'm going to share today is, first I'll share the story behind how I discovered this shocking truth, and then we're going to look at the why, like why exercise doesn't help with weight loss. And then we're going to look at, okay, well, so what's the alternative, and we'll take it from there. So, in terms of like the story behind this, so if you're not familiar with me, my name's Jules. I live in Australia and I'm a health coach and I help people. I'm also a huge food lover and I help people change their relationship with food and their body so they feel in control of what they're eating and they actually lose weight naturally and get to this place where they're getting to enjoy all the food they love and feeling good in their clothes. So, that's my background. And I'm a huge food lover as well who solved this problem for myself. And so, the story behind how I came across this idea of not exercising, that actually the truth about exercise is that it doesn't help with weight loss, is first of all my own experience. So back in years ago, I actually ran a marathon. And at the time, I wanted to do the marathon just because I wanted to do the marathon. But also in the back of my mind, I was thinking, oh, well, if I'm going to do all this training, I'm going to be running so much. Of course, I'm going to lose some weight. That's going to be a nice side benefit. But what happened was I did the training, I did the marathon under 4 hours. I was very happy with my time, but I didn't actually lose weight. And I didn't used to weigh myself back then. I think I may have actually gained a little bit of weight, even though I was running like up to like 90 kilometers a week. So that's like, I don't know, 90 kilometers, it's 60 miles or something a week. Like it's a lot of, trust me, it's a lot of running. And so I was like, wow, like that. So that experience was really interesting to me. It didn't, of course, didn't stop running, but I was like, wow, that's really interesting that I've been like, because I've always had that thought of, oh, if I'm not, if my weight's a problem, then I should just be running more. I should just be doing more exercise. And that's the reason why my weight isn't where I want it to be. But fascinatingly, yeah, like, so I was running like pretty much all this, like a big chunk of the week, and it didn't help my weight. And then I actually, years later, I saw a study that was done in Sweden where they actually got a group of sedentary people who were like totally zero exercise in their life and trained them up over a period of, might have been 6 months, might have been 9 months or something, for a decent chunk of time, took them from couch to running a marathon. And in the group, there were men and women. And overall, the men on average lost like 1 or 2 pounds, and the women did not lose any weight at all. And but they did. They went from like zero exercise to being able to run a marathon. Like they ran a marathon, and that didn't help them lose weight. So it's like, I was like, wow, okay, that's my experience. That actually, there's research proving this as well. So, and the other thing that's helped me really appreciate, like, come to this theory on exercise, is just working with my clients in the Naturally Healthy Club, and I have helped, hundreds of people change their relationship with food, get to a place where they're losing weight naturally, where they can feel in control. And I, from the get go, I tell them, like, there are a million different reasons to exercise, but weight loss isn't one of them. So I don't get them to change their exercise levels, and they're able to change their weight without increasing their movement. So I have a lot of personal experience in seeing that this is true, which is so fun. And so let's talk about like the why. Like, why is it that moving more doesn't help with weight loss? Because surely, like, we're burning more calories, so of course, shouldn't it translate? And the thing is that, yeah, we are burning more calories, but our bodies notice this, and we've got this hunger system in place. And so, even though when I was training for my marathon, I was trying not to eat more food, what happened was I just couldn't help it. Like, I would be hungry, and so I would end up eating more. And so this is what happens when we exercise, is that naturally increases our appetite. And so we may be trying to control and trying not to to eat more, but we end up compensating in one way or another. So that's it's part of our body system, and so by exercising more we increase our hunger, so like it's not helpful. And then the other, I think, factor that can play into this is the whole reward eating of like just those little thoughts of, oh well, I went to the gym today, so yeah, I'll have this donut, or I went to the gym today, so I'm going to finish this plate of spaghetti. And so we end up eating more because we have this sneaky thought that, oh well, I've done more exercise, so I deserve, to eat more food. And so that reward eating cycle, like that's another reason why it can be tricky. And then, the third reason why I think, get telling yourself that you should be exercising more if you want to lose weight isn't helpful, is because it actually changes, like it actually kind of destroys your relationship with exercise. So rather than exercise being something that you're internally motivated to do because you love it and because it feels good, exercise becomes this like thing of, oh, I have to do this, I should do this, and you're doing it for the result that you want to see on the scale. And so of course, if you're not seeing the scales moving, the result on the scale moving, the number on the scale moving, then that gets really demotivating, and then you stop having the desire to exercise because it's not giving you what you want. Whereas if you see exercise, so the other alternative um, is to actually see exercise as something that's separate to weight loss. And so when we look at, like, okay, so you're on board with me that exercising more isn't going to help with weight loss. So what do we do instead? So the most important thing to focus on is just being intentional around your portion sizes and really managing that. And there's a saying in you know dieting world that you can't out exercise a bad diet. So if you're eating too much food, no matter how much exercise you do, there's only so much that movement you can do, even if you're like training all. And so if you're eating too much food, the exercise isn't going to solve it. So what the alternative is, and what I encourage my clients to do, is to keep exercise and food intake completely separate in your minds. So exercise is something that you do for a million different reasons. And if you look at any research on health, on exercise, like for reducing depression, for cardiovascular health, for like skin health, like for brain health, for like preventing degeneration, like everything, like anytime they're researching exercise, it's helpful for those things. It's just not helpful for weight loss. And so there are a million different reasons to exercise. And I personally am very active. I run, I do weights, I ride bikes, I am very active. So I'm not saying don't do anything, but keep it separate in your mind so that the reasons why you're exercising is because it feels good to you when you do it. And when you feel that internal motivation of, oh, I'm doing this because it feels better, it feels good, then you're way more likely to exercise more. And that is going to help you in so many other areas of health. So that's really how I do it. I keep it completely separate in my mind, and I never think, oh, I didn't go for a run today, so I can't have dessert. Like on Sunday, I didn't go for a run. Oh no, I did. I went for a really short run because I was short on time, but I still had birthday cake. It was my youngest's birthday on Sunday because I'd set that intention that I was going to have the cake, and I didn't in my mind think, oh well, I only went for a short run, so I don't deserve this cake. No, I like had the cake, and I was intentionally for my serving size on it, and it felt really good. And so yeah, really keeping them separate is the key. And yeah, that's pretty much my shocking truth about about weight loss and exercise. So when you keep it separate, it just becomes this like something that you do that's life affirming, something that you do that you're internally motivated for. You don't have to drag yourself to the gym. You don't have to drag yourself to do the exercise because you know it feels good. And so that's my thought. So keeping them separate in your mind, but then in terms of the food piece and getting that right, then there are actually like there's only two tiny habits that really play into getting the food, your food intake in a way that's in balance, that feels good, so that you do lose weight naturally. And if you want to find out what they are, I've actually got a free class on my website. So it's thestonesoup.com. So yeah, if you got Google stone soup, so stone as in a rock and soup as in a bowl of, Google that as one word, you'll come up across my blog, and just click on the naturally healthy tab, and you'll be able to watch the video there. And then I go into depth on the two uh, tiny habits that you do want to focus on if you want to become someone who's losing weight naturally. So that's it for today. Don't exercise for weight loss, but definitely exercise for other reasons. Feel that internal motivation. Check out the free class if you want to learn more. And yeah, I will be back tomorrow with another live stream, sharing another shocking truth around losing weight naturally. Okay, have a beautiful day. Talk soon. Mm, and now, okay, see ya.